So Tesla's just wrapped up their 2023 annual shareholder meeting. There are loads of juicy insights, some new numbers disclosed we've never heard before, Elon thinking out loud, and yes, some big investor questions have finally been answered. So in this video, I'll be sharing my notes, some of the biggest, most important points discussed at the shareholder meeting. And a quick reminder, if you'd like more content, click the link to the pinned comment. You can subscribe over on Twitter for exclusive content, plus early access to my daily YouTube uploads, or check out Patreon. There's more than 300 exclusive videos available and still counting fast. And just a quick caveat, these aren't verbatim and there may be a few typos. I haven't yet finished my Athletic Greens AG1. A large portion of the annual shareholder meeting was actually Elon Musk running through Tesla's master plan part 3. The long story short, a sustainable economy will be both cheaper and better. Let that sink in. FSD continues to make excellent progress. Elon Musk disclosed that in his particular situation, it's taking a few days between interventions. Think about that for a moment. The guy's using the latest build of FSD, and Elon's Tesla is driving him from point A to point B to point A to point B to C, D, and E repeatedly, and he's intervening, as in taking over, less than once per day. Don't sleep on the progress of autonomy. Elon also pointing out some extremely obvious things, including we are actually making EVs profitably and hardly anyone else is. Not the situation you want leading into a recession, unless you're Tesla. Elon also emphasizing that the next 12 months, give or take, due to the economic turmoil, will be very difficult and Tesla is not immune. Elon continued, Tesla will get through it and do very well. Many other companies are f***ed. I know that's what he said, aka we'll go bankrupt. Elon also thinking out loud again about the recession. Expect the global economy will turn around in about 12 months and Tesla will be in an, quote, extremely good position and do extremely well. And anyone who is a long-term investor will do extremely well. That word extremely continues to stand out. I'm sure it's nothing. Regarding Tesla's internal software team, one of their hidden strengths, Elon once again reiterating that Tesla's internal software team does everything. They've even written their own enterprise software. There's almost no other companies on the planet who do this. They use third-party enterprise software to operate their business. Tesla software team does everything, top to bottom, whether it's managing factory, HR systems, real-world AI. And Elon is right. This is one of Tesla's biggest hidden strengths. Most people don't recognize this. Oh, Tesla's just a car company. Elon also said that the Cybertruck will exceed expectations. And those are pretty lofty expectations, so this is going to be good. Now on screen now, a bit of a juicy teaser. We saw the first picture of Tesla's next-gen vehicle. Now, interestingly, Elon said that there are 2 new products that people will be very excited about, going on to add that both the design and manufacturing techniques are head and shoulders above anything else in the industry. Moments after this, we saw an update video on Tesla's robot, but I don't think that Elon was referring to one vehicle plus the robot. I think he was referring to 2 separate vehicle products, or maybe a vehicle and a hatchback, but my best guess here is 2 vehicle models. One, probably my best guess, and this is pure speculation, is designed with autonomy in mind, completely reimagined interior, no steering wheel, no pedals. What does a vehicle look like when you don't need those things and there's no human driver? And the other, designed at least for now to be human driven, slightly more compact version of the Model Y. Time will tell. Elon also said, quote, we will probably make 5 million or more units per year of these 2 models combined, and this is probably a massive lowball. Regarding the Optimus humanoid robot, Tesla's making great progress. Elon confirming that the motors, controllers, and electronics are all Tesla designed. Now think about that. Tesla did actually look for off-the-shelf actuators, etc. Turns out, nothing good enough. F*** it, we're going to have to do it ourselves. Again, story of Tesla's life. But remember, they are just a car company. Elon pointing out more obvious things. As full self-driving gets closer, that same real-world AI is transferable to Tesla's humanoid robot. The brain is transferable. This is really important. The more capable FSD gets, the more capable Tesla's humanoid robot gets. Of course, the humanoid robot, in addition to moving through the real world, which will be what the vision-based system from Tesla vehicles is capable of doing, still needs to be able to manipulate objects. That's a separate problem. At this point in time, Tesla's vehicles basically operate in 2 dimensions, humanoid robot in 3, and must manipulate objects. It's a vastly more complicated challenge. But the core of the challenge is the vision-based system, which Tesla's already developed, the brain of their self-driving vehicles. Are you sitting down for this? Make sure you are. Elon thinking out loud. The demand for a humanoid robot is maybe 10 billion units, as in 1-to-1, 1 robot per human on Earth, or maybe 2 robots per human, which might be 20 billion units. Now, sorry to labor the point here, but billion, not million, billion. I dare you to do some math on that. Just hypothetically, just be really conservative. Let's just hypothetically imagine that Tesla captured 20% of this. Even on the 10 billion figure, let's just say that's 2 billion humanoid robots produced by Tesla. If they sold them for $1 each, that'd be $2 billion in revenue. It's a very simple math. If these things are $10,000 each, are you sitting down? That would be $20 trillion with a T, $1 trillion in revenue. That's not including the monthly software subscription. Seriously, do the math. This to me is the most compelling insight far and away from the annual shareholder meeting. Elon's thought about this. Now, obviously, Tesla's going to make every single one of these humanoid robots, and there's a lot of people who thinking hurts so they won't bother. If that's you, get some AG1, link in description. Might help you use your brain a bit more. You'll think, oh, that number's too big to be possible, and immediately dismiss it without thinking, because again, thinking hurts. Unwise. This is really important. I kind of made the point when Tesla's humanoid robot was first announced, don't sleep on the humanoid robot. Now, in fairness, this is going to have its major impact in 2030s, 2040s and beyond. And this, again, is why my multiples on Tesla in my own valuation model are much higher than you might expect toward the end of this decade, because I still see that future growth ahead of them. Let me quote Elon Musk. In terms of the number of humanoid robots, it's some very big number. Duh. Now, Elon followed up with this. My prediction is that the majority of Tesla's long-term value will be in the Optimus humanoid robot. Majority. Electric vehicles, whatever, a few $1 trillion in market cap. FSD, maybe $10 trillion in market cap. Humanoid robot, I'm not even going to say it out loud because I'll get laughed off the fucking internet. I just have one question, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand? Remember when everyone laughed at Tesla in 2014 when they said out loud, oh, we're going to try and do 500,000 vehicles per year in 2020, and everyone said, that's impossible, no one's ever grown that fast, look. And then years later, they said, 2030, we're looking for 20 million units. Everyone said, that's not possible, no one's ever... Guess what? The same shit is going to happen here with these numbers regarding the Tesla humanoid robot. Big mistake. And now onto the Q&A. Asked directly, will Tesla ever make an RV? Long story short, probably not, but Cybertruck could be converted. There's lots of attachments and lots of attachments will happen. There'll be a lot of third-party companies creating camper conversions for Cybertruck and many other attachments as well, but confirming Tesla has no plans for a dedicated RV, at least not now. Makes sense. It's a tiny market. Regarding the recession, the shit hitting the fan and so on, Elon Musk had this to say. My advice would be, don't look at the markets for the next 12 months. If there's a dip, buy the dip. Lol. Regarding advertising, Elon Musk said, quote, we'll try a little advertising and see how it goes. Just like to add a few thoughts on advertising. As I've said in the past, I have worked in advertising for more than half a decade. I'm very intimately familiar with the industry. It works. It's a great way to manipulate people into buying your products. Advertising, however, won't help Tesla sell any more vehicles. They're already selling as many as they can. They're already growing as fast as they can. They're already producing as many as they can. It may, however, allow Tesla to make a little bit more money selling those vehicles over the short term, but it has absolutely no impact whatsoever on Tesla's mission of accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy. All the advertising is likely to do is create a bit more awareness from people that don't live in the Tesla echo chamber. Many of those will convert and buy a Tesla vehicle. More orders, but same rate of production growing as fast as possible, which was already the case. What does that mean? Prices are going to have to go up and or wait times are going to go up. That's my assumption. Let's see how things play out. And to be clear, as I've said in the past, Elon Musk himself has said Tesla would advertise in the future, probably at some point. More educational than propaganda type advertising. So we'll see how they execute that. And of course, it's obvious that Elon Musk doesn't have an aversion ideologically to advertising. Starlink advertises like you wouldn't fucking believe. And they're growing at a staggering rate. So it works, especially in the case of something like an internet service provider. But to be clear, this news about Tesla potentially trying a little advertising will certainly appeal to short-term investors who very much care about how their stock is doing this quarter, because Tesla might be able to bump prices, capture a little bit more margin. But again, it will not make a difference to their mission, because they're already producing vehicles as fast as they can, and they already have insane pricing power. They can pull the lever, drive prices lower, sell through production, even if there are recession fears and less consumers actively looking to purchase vehicles. Elon also said that hopefully, so don't count on it, hopefully Roadster production will start next year. And although it's a low volume vehicle and won't really meaningfully move the needle for Tesla financially, it will be sick. Elon also emphasizing that the utility of an autonomous vehicle will be about 5 times as much as a human-driven non-autonomous vehicle. Asked repeatedly about automotive margins, Elon beginning with the caveat that this is highly speculative, but if a car costs the same and has a 20 to 25% margin, so spoiler alert, again, clearly Tesla's aiming for in that 20 to 25% range for their hardware margins, but it's autonomous and 5 times the utility. Margins, including the software component of FSD, could be 80%, and revenues could increase several fold. And again, don't sleep on Tesla autonomy. Elon also confirming that energy itself will remain in the 20 to 25, maybe 30% margin, because you can't have the magic software that suddenly increases the utility like autonomy does for a vehicle. So these are numbers to focus on over the longer term. We know now quite clearly where Tesla's aiming for both the energy margins, the automotive margins, and the potential of autonomy. An update on the 4680 cell, Tesla's still tracking for success. Somebody asking, there's rumors about Elon stepping down as CEO. Say it ain't so. Elon responds, it ain't so. And Elon followed up some very important comments on this. Tesla's going to play, great spelling there, an important role in AI and AGI. Elon saying that, I think I need to oversee that so it's good, as opposed to accidentally destroys and or enslaves humanity. It's a very thorny problem. And we heard once again that Tesla has by far the most advanced real-world AI. Elon following up. I got to make sure that's good as opposed to destroys humanity accidentally. So, long story short, Elon's going to be around for a while at Tesla. Regarding the Cybertruck production, some more juicy insights, although I think they're lowballing a little bit. Obviously, the production ramp will follow an S-curve. It'll be slow at first and then accelerate dramatically. Elon casually throwing out, we'll see what demand's like. Tesla aiming to do at least 250,000 units per year, maybe more. And interesting comments from Elon. Tesla doesn't just need to ramp production, but also to improve production cost efficiency. So it sounds like there's still a lot of work on Cybertruck production. So it sounds to me like they're going to be massive money losers for a while until production is ramped up, and not only ramped up, but costs are driven lower. It's brand new technology, so to be expected. But over the long term, when they nail this thing, nothing with the same features and functionality, the same utility will be even close to the same price unless it's also manufactured with a similar technique with the exoskeleton. Elon also said that Cybertruck production per year could be 500,000. And between you and I think it's going to be north of 500k. Time will tell. Elon confirmed, we'll make as many as people want. So, I mean, if people want 1 million a year, that's what they're going to make. It's going to be hard to make production costs lower as it's a new manufacturing system. So again, Elon's planting a flag here. Expect brutal margins on Cybertrucks ramping up for some time, in my opinion. Regarding pricing, Elon pointing out the obvious, you can see immediately when Tesla changes pricing because it's on their website. That's not the case for other automotive manufacturers. However, adjusting prices frequently is necessary. Demand fluctuates a lot, so something's got to be done to achieve supply-demand clearing point for volume. Again, Tesla dynamically adjusts pricing based on global order flow. The same thing happens with other automotive manufacturers, it's just not as transparent. Vehicles are sold to dealers, there's the wholesale price, there's a lag, it's just not as transparent. You can't just look on their website and go, oh, the price changed, but the same happens everywhere. And regarding FSD, Elon confirming that the thing that's been really difficult, it very often seems like it's about to happen until you realize you're at a local maximum, and then you need to re-architect elements of the software to get out of that local maximum until you reach another local maximum. So Elon quietly confident that it might be this year, but time will tell. Personally, again, I'm still expecting FSD first robotaxi fair to take place in a Tesla vehicle late 2024. This has been my prediction now for a few years. If things change, if I see anything different, I'll let you guys know. But for now, that's my best guess, and it is just a guess. So I wanted to keep this one fairly short and sweet. Some key insights here. We've got clarity around Tesla's margins on their automotive and energy products. Elon underscoring how incredibly important Tesla's humanoid robot will be to Tesla's future valuation. He literally said out loud, demand for humanoid robots could be 10, 20 plus billion units globally. Billion, not million. Billion with a B. I'm sure it's nothing. Elon expecting economic turmoil over the next 12 months, but Tesla to not only survive, but emerge in an extremely strong position. Meanwhile, most of their so-called competition may not even survive the next 12 months. Elon confirming he ain't going anywhere as far as Tesla CEO. Tesla will try a little advertising, see how it goes. I'm sure many short-term shareholders are very excited about that. But again, it's not going to change the mission. They're going to sell every vehicle they make. It's not going to accelerate how many vehicles they can produce. It just means they might be able to sell them from higher profit margins. In the scheme of things, versus the impact of autonomy and versus the impact of Tesla's humanoid robot over the long term, won't move the needle whatsoever. A few billion here or there, it's nothing now. I know it sounds funny to say that, but mark my words, 10, 15, 20 plus years, we're going to be looking back. We'll see Tesla's quarterly profits then and go, oh, he was right. A couple of billion here or there. Really didn't make a fucking difference. Now, my best interpretation of their comments around Cybertruck volume, initially aiming for at least 250,000 units of capacity. They're likely low-key actually aiming for 500,000 or more. And there's the expectation that if demand is through the roof, they'll just make as many as they need to. This could be closer to 1 million units per year over the long term, but we'll see. And while Tesla continues to be the world's leading real-world AI company, the real world continues to perceive Tesla as just a car company. What's new? And Tesla confirming they have 2 new products in the works. My presumption, both vehicles. And there is nothing else in the industry even close in terms of the product or how economically they can be produced. Remember, Tesla's Model Y is now the best-selling vehicle in the world in many regions. By the end of this year, it'll be the best-selling vehicle globally. And the subsequent generation of vehicles after that, I mean, they're going to sell a shit ton more than Model Y does today. So do the math. It's going to be huge. Overall, an excellent shareholder meeting. Lots of compelling insights if you're paying attention. And I'm sure many short-term Tesla shareholders will be very happy to hear that Tesla are willing to try advertising. I wonder how the mainstream media is going to react to Tesla's earnings call. What do you guys think of Tesla's shareholder meeting? Any highlights? Any stuff that really stood out to you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Athletic Greens AG1 has given me a massive, meaningful boost in energy, allowing me to do a lot more every day, including using my brain more and using my body more. I highly recommend you guys and girls check it out. Athletic Greens AG1 is an excellent way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and adaptogens to help you deal with stress. Plus, if you click the link in the pinned comment or head to athleticgreens.com/SMR, you can get yourself a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of you guys and girls have to say. AG1 has changed my life. I was, as you described, treating myself like a circus, ate like trash, rarely exercised, used alcohol as a stress crutch, cannabis also. AG1 is what gave me the kick in the ass, got me back to the gym, motivated me to do more for myself, family, my business, etc. Keep doing what you do. Now, I know there's some skeptics, the same kind of people who think Elon Musk is a fraud, reading this going, what do you thought? There's no way that's possible, bro. It must be a placebo effect. Believe it or not, this is a recurring theme. If you give your body everything it needs to feel and perform its best, including having a lot more energy, you'll need ways to use that energy. For me personally, that includes more exercise, moving my body more social activity, and more cognitively demanding tasks, including producing a ton of exclusive content over on Twitter and on Patreon, plus my daily YouTube uploads. The proof's in the pudding. On to another testimonial from a viewer of this channel. SMR, you asked me to provide feedback on AG1. Here it is. It has helped with mental acuity, stamina, and intestinal waste management. Can't read between the lines. It certainly helps with regularity and digestion. That's what the digestive enzymes are for. It has also dramatically reduced my cravings for sugar. You guys need to stop eating sugar. It's fucking poison. I'm 50, 5'9", and overweight, aka a fat motherfucker. I think that's a technical term for overweight, isn't it? Is it fat motherfucker or obese? I can't remember. I average 100 hours a week in the West Texas oil fields as a safety supervisor. Jesus Christ, dude. No wonder you're struggling to keep your weight under control. 100 hours a week. Brutal. It has helped me lose weight. It is not an appetite suppressant. It can help fat people suppress cravings, and motivation to be healthier is critical for changing your diet. Love you, brother. Again, this is a great point and something people really don't seem to grasp. If you have more energy, everything becomes easier. It's like turning on easy mode for life. A few years ago, before I was taking AG1, my health was trash. I was struggling to get through the day, had afternoon fatigue. The last thing I wanted to do was either use my brain or move my body. Didn't have the energy. Now, my biggest struggle every day is figuring out ways to use that energy. I'm exercising way more, doing a lot more with my friends and family, and of course, my work output has increased substantially. And you can fact check me. Check out the average length of my videos I was posting to YouTube 3 years ago. Need I say more? And one final testimonial. Love this one. Okay, here's the deal for me with this AG1 shit. I'm 41 years old and not the type to eat, drink, smoke, or sleep healthy, so I was skeptical. That being said, here's what I experienced. Day 1, meh. Day 2, afternoon fatigue was about 45 minutes late. Day 3, 0 afternoon fatigue. Day 4, 0 afternoon fatigue plus extra energy. Day 5, again, 0 afternoon fatigue plus energy. Wondering, what the fuck, really? See, this is the thing, right? The results for many people are just almost too good to be true. This is the same experience I had. My afternoon fatigue just vanished out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not tired in the afternoons anymore? Surely, it's not that AG1 is it? Turns out it was. Day 6 and 7, same thing. Day 8, same thing. Plus, I had the want to get things done around the house that I normally would slack off and not get done. Again, the point, extra energy, you'll need to use it. You'll find ways to use it. Day 9, 10, and 11, and today is day 12. I fucking love it. So however you managed to get me to buy it, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, SMR. It really changed me so far. Guys, this shit really works. Just try it. By the way, this is the reason I continue to relentlessly promote AG1. A lot of people get real fucking mad in the comments. Oh my God, Snake Oil Salmon's sold out. Oh my God, he's a scammer. This is fraud. But constantly, I'm pretty sure everyone making these comments is also currently short Tesla stock. I'm not particularly concerned about people having a negative perception, those folks suffering from small brain syndrome, still living in my bum's basement syndrome, etc., writing mean comments, claiming AG1's a scam or it doesn't work. I mean, bro, when I get feedback like this is what keeps me going. And remember, there is a 90-day money-back guarantee. There's nothing to lose here. Just try this stuff for a month, and if you don't get these results, get your money back. See, it's a literal no-brainer. It's an IQ test at this point in time. Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial like this. Get your money back if it doesn't work. Just try it for a month, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Today's the day. It's finally time. Be like this guy who was a massive skeptic, but finally, after 1,000 promotions in a row, caved in, tried AG1, and has results like this. Head to athleticgreens.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment, and please, let me know how you're feeling in a few weeks' time. Now, if you'll excuse me, time to put my extra energy to good use. I'll be recording some more exclusive content for Patreon and my Twitter subscribers. So click the links in the pinned comment. See you over on Twitter and or Patreon. And don't forget to grab your AG1. Love ya.